Okay, all right, well.
That's a different option. So, guys, now that we're on the new patch, killing turrets is really powerful.
That wasn't a Slurkle.
That's fine. There's the Slurkle. And Ruler does get slowed down momentarily. Scatter the Weak doesn't do anything at all, and Teddy is solo killed! Carrier finds it! First blood for the mid laner.
To be a lot of value. Damaged onto this turret is going to stack up the first plate. They go down so quickly as here we go, follow up on top lane.
Flashless Scion as the Vault Breaker going to come on forward, and yeah, nothing Life can really do about that one. He's just going to try and clear up the minions. Replay in mid lane as just sidestepping everything. Flashes over the top and doesn't even get hit by the Scatter the Weak.
Carrier did say far up here, Smash may have to cover, but there's a big roam coming down.
Delight going to come in, pushes Smash away from his Gromp camp. And Delight might just be able to kill him. Does push him back there with the Vault Breaker. Nicely done. Paddlestar comes in though as now Diablo is very close to dead. Going to be able to make it underneath his turret, but looking a little worse for wears. Team support really keeping up this pressure, even if they are behind in gold, at least for the moment.
Delight.
As Carrier looking for that angle once again. Bubble connects onto Diablo. The flash out from Ruler, and Diablo is very, very dead. Ruler might be following as Carrier looks for the angle. Oh, there it is!
This
gorgeously played.
Sick exchange here for team support. They had a bottom lane that was pushed up. They had the faster rumble slow with the E. Kellen gets the flash here and takes him out with the binding. This is just clean mechanics across team support here.
He's like, stop. Just wait a second. Basically saying angle. Tangle Barbs still held on to for now though. As Teddy and Carrier still fighting this one out. That was very cute from Kellen. Nice movement. But still not going to be able to fight the two of them by himself. Ghost is now rotating over. Great Slurkle as there is a flash out, but a great Pop Blossom here from Kellen. Ruler down to 100 as the flash over from Ghost. He's getting trolled by the vision, but should still be able to find the kill, and there it is. Diablo now finding himself alone, and Ruler, I imagine, is having some more choice words.
That level 6 level up from Kellen there, really coming in clutch.
I mean, Kellen is
able to find it.
Kellen is the player on this roster who, you know, compared to everyone basically who, I mean, like, look, when you compare him to Delight, when you compare him to Carrier, and hold up, we're going to, speaking of Delight, have this little exchange here.
Yeah, Smash is feeling pretty good in this moment, as we can see, as Ghost finds Diablo trying to dash out of the way. The Arc of Ruin not quite finding enough damage as Diablo is so close to dead. That is Smash going down, though. Teddy finds the Scatter the Weak, and there's Force of Will to take down the Lee Sin. The bot lane is getting some money back, as we can see here, as now Ruler going to have to rotate over. The bubble not going to land. And Teddy will be able to make his way out to safety. I do need to be careful. There are a couple of different bubbles. That's a great double stun onto Kellen and the other Kellen. But it's not going to be enough to grab a kill just yet. Let's see. Does find another orb. And yeah, the Unleashed Power will come in, and Teddy's able to lock down yet another one. 2-1-0 now on this Syndra. Teddy looks like he's warming up.
Yeah, and with all the momentum. And Pays and Teddy got to be leading in role quests right now as well, so that's going to be a big factor coming up very soon as Ruler is under fire.
Yeah, flash forward there, does find the double Pop Blossom, but it's a great bubble to come on through as Ruler gets the tidal wave, and down goes the Nico. Ghost trying to solo this one out as Diablo does have the barrier and puts him down. Double for the young AD carry in the bottom.
Heal Summoner and the barrier, so despite the ultimate there from Ghost, it just isn't enough.
서폿이 2대2 어떻게 할 건데? 안 되잖아.
How come support play 2v2? As, all right, there's a great kickback from Delight. Pretty cute play, and actually does find Smash, but the Vault Breaker interrupt is even better. The mechanics in this game are absolutely obscene. As the flash out of the way here is Teddy looking for an angle. He's in a pretty unfortunate position as Ghost and Diablo are fighting once again. There's a double tap. Another auto is going to do it. Meanwhile, here towards the top side, it's Life getting thrown around like a ragdoll. Scatter the Weak is going to connect, and Pays is in the top lane.
He knows his role.
Teddy gets his role quest completed. Pays is about to here with this Fiora. And
That's the most vocal I've ever seen.
They don't have the skills to win skirmishes.
Well, they have the skills to kill Ruler, perhaps, although he does put down a bubble to stop Kellen from finding too much. Tidecall's Blessing holds him in position as the culling will be cancelled here by Diablo. Now he's looking to try and kill Kellen. He'll do just that as the Arc of Ruin from Ghost. He's able to answer one, but it's still a double for Diablo. 5-1-0 on the Lucian. Delight getting a cute little kickback there as Teddy taking a lot of damage. The bubble not going to connect, though. And Delight is going to get taken out. Carrier does find the answering kill, though. And Smash looking for an angle towards Life, who is pretty tanky. I am saying bubble.
Yes, as has been noted on Twitter recently. Very specific places.
Oh, Diablo and Ghost fighting it out once again. Delight comes on over, does land the Q as the tidal wave doesn't do too much. Flash out of the way there as Diablo is trying to avoid everyone and fails to do so as they're closing in from every angle. Ruler gonna go down as well as the bottom laner just put down. Beautifully played there by the supports as Teddy gonna do some split pushing of his own.
They really just don't like farming, this support team, but they do like ganking, you know, and it's a general vibe of the support, right? Roaming, ganking, finding kills, but it does mean even with that,
teleport out.
Being picked up, they're still significantly down in gold.
I think I can find my way out of this. There's just no way out.
Yeah, they just keep turning up.
From every direction.
Yeah, and there's another fight happening here in this mid lane as the turret goes down, but so does Teddy. Answer is there, though, towards the bottom side. Is now Paige fighting it out once again. Has managed to find a couple of the weak spots with the Grand Challenge, but that last one's going to be difficult to find. Riposte comes in, but Delight times it beautifully. And still, Smash is going to get a lot of damage done, and that is a 1-for-1 in the end.
Aerial, but I don't know if it's really anywhere near enough.
All right. Let's see, Kellen. A bit of supportal combat here. We wanted to see this. And that is going to be a pop blossom coming on through. The tidal wave is going to answer. Arc of Ruin from Ghost, but he's not going to go too far forward. Knows that Diablo always wants to fight.
In this game at the same time. This is back to Delight's timing, not what you guys were talking about. The Q here.
Yeah.
And waits and kills.
Safeguards to the ward and baits it. Really just slick, but then he's like, oh, I'm dead.
Still, he got what he was coming for there, at least.
Don't know what he quite said, but I'm sure it was along the lines of, I played pretty well, but then I died. As Bubble going to connect, and Pays will be able to use that riposte. That'll help him out here as Delight looks for the angle, gets the kickback, finds the Q. As Carrier, he's just portal jumping around, and Pays is just going to die. Nicely played, catching this Fiora over and over again in the side lane. Try and stop that split push threat.
Yeah, they're going to try to commit Herald here, though, into the mid lane, and so, you know, it's one step forward, almost two steps back. Speaking of two steps back,
Scout of the week, and he did not need the ulti there. Why is Teddy so large?
He is quite big on two items here.
Double knockups there from Ruler. Does have to flash away because he's Nami in point blank range after that Herald does come on down. And there is the Scion. Ruler is really dead. Let's see whether Diablo's going to be in a better state as, yes, everyone closes in and Diablo's dead.
I do love it. Just see champion, kill champion.
Yeah, all of the support, like everyone's supporting each other though, so I feel like it's all of them or like one of them.
Their whole thing is like we engage and we kill the champions. That's our job. So they just keep seeing them. And
yeah,
they're all roaming all the time.
Yeah, beautiful.
Well, Smash is actually doing a fair bit of damage. Steals away the dragon as well. Pays is going to make his way in. The team fighting Fiora. Pretty good at cleaning up, as we can see here. Arc of Ruin, and down goes Teddy in that top lane. And we have an Ocean Soul this game. That's pretty cool. And this one is way closer. Unless Kellen can do something about it.
I don't think Kellen can do anything about it.
Yeah.
Watch him.
He will watch. And then he might die. We're going to look at Ruler taking on a top laner here as well. Supports
defensive TP, also from Teddy. They cannot kill this Fiora.
Can they kill the Scion? That is the other question, as Ward's going down all over the place. He's ulting a different direction. As Teddy avoids the beach ball. My God, what is this damage, Teddy? It's ridiculous. It's okay. Pays looking for that angle and doesn't quite find it. Ghost with a great little flash, get himself out of the way and had that barrier for the extra safety. The Yunara starting to get scary.
Team Bot is just out macroing around the map, though. I mean, this is able to ult away, but Diablo's like, cool, I'll take a turret. And there's just not that many turrets left here for team support. 6
whole game.
Yeah, it is quite subverting my expectations, let's say.
It's really fun. I was expecting this to be a bit more one-sided. However, Teddy is making it not necessarily be true, as he's doing so much damage. Pop Blossom is going to connect onto only one, but it does get a lot of summoners out and spells. As Ruler is just dead. Fish food, absolutely. He's not having a great time on the Nami today. Some low health bars here for the bot laners, and support members doing quite a good job as Pays defending this turret.
If you
get an optimistic thought.
If you get even just one kill as team support, it turns into a 5v3 because Pays can't fight. So they get that pick and they're like, all right, well, that's a turret. We'll siege this up. And who cares about macro? Who cares about side lanes? Has a Yunara on 3 items and
a front line.
And a front line, and this Fiora is getting less valuable outside of sides. I mean, she isn't going to be able to fight as Diablo's in trouble.
Yeah, Arc Ruin comes in. Ghost just needs another couple of autos, but the barrier is going to not be enough to keep Diablo safe. as Life had to use his ultimate to avoid dying to Pace. In a 1v1, this Fiora is going to be... Oh my god! Okay, goodbye! Bye-bye, Diablo!
He just dashed into it. He saw the beach ball coming. Well, it wasn't the beach ball, but he just went in with his head.
Sometimes that's the best way to take a paddle star, you know? As Ruler is not going to get hit by that, but the bubble is going to come on down. Does manage to find the Aqua Prison on the Ghost, but he is still just dead. That's 8 deaths.
I think Team Support has kind of secured the comeback in this one. Like, I think they're in pretty strong control of this game. Now, they still need to deal with this side laning Syndra. That is going to get a big chunk there, but they're not going to be able to threaten the inhibitor. They're going to get this turret.
Hayes just finishes Hullbreaker. He's like, guys, I'm done.
In terms of the dragon stacking, Support, I mean, both teams are really far away. But, yeah.
Wait a second.
They've actually got it.
Why does Support have no vision on the map?
They don't.
I feel like that should be what they have all the time.
Support don't know much about wards, you know?
Oh, that's very unfair. Well, that's just Baron at 24 minutes, taken by the bot laners for free.
All right, so...
Okay, here's my pitch, right? Supports are so used to having sight stones that they just... Without them, they just feel lost.
Well, they did just lose the Baron, so I can understand that sentiment.
It was in a lot of mid-game skirmishes. He picked up a big farm lead as Smash may just die, though.
Yeah, let's see whether he can keep himself alive. Tidal Wave is decent, but it's Life that tanks it up. Diablo trying to keep himself alive where he can. Culling doesn't do too much, but they still manage to take him down as Ghost gets in there with the double kill.
All right, someone has to deal with this Fiora, though, as Pace looking for the inhibitor, and I think he's just going to get it.
He looked at the inhibitor turret, and it then exploded. So did Teddy. As Carrier is having a pretty good time on the Zoe. Riposte comes through, gets on top of Ghost here as the flash out of the way, and the launch gets over. Down goes the Inara, and Carrier is also playing with his food. It feels a little bit like the T1 bottom lane are the ones running this game. All right, here we go. Carrier versus Pace. This is what we wanted to see. Let's do it.
He's sheepishly just moving up.
I wish he was like a control ward instead, but this is fine.
Oh, man. I don't know why it's extra cute with the zoom out, but it definitely is.
All right, let's see if we can find the angle.
Oh, no, the pesky minion was spotted in the jungle. The bot laners, they know, and they still know. Look at this flanking minion. The flanking minion's going to get him. And the Pop Blossom, he was the other one. That was kind of cute. Does find one of them with it as Life comes in with the unstoppable onslaught. But down goes Kellen, unfortunately. The Q doesn't land there from Life either. Team Support getting kind of cut down in this fight as the Unleashed Power comes in. Cease and Desist comes in and pays. He's in that front line having such a good time on this Fiora this time around. He will die, but it did look like he was enjoying what he was doing inside the enemy base, tanking up about 15 turrets. As Carrier just gets an orb thrown at him and goes down. That's an ace here for Team Bot, and I think that's just the end of the game. A little bit anticlimactic because I wanted to see a level 20 Fiora, but that's fine as the bot laners are going to be the team to move on.
And for another year, it's